Okay, good. It's me again. So we're going to tackle this question on the 3-column cash book. You recall this was a question at the end of your last assignment. Right, so what do? Remember the cash book. Receive on the left, spend on your right. Only record transactions that actually involves money. If it doesn't involve money being used, that is cash or checks, do not record it. So let's go. Now Cynthia started her business with $10,000 cash on April the 1st. So remember what you do. You ask the question, what is the business getting? It's getting $10,000 cash. That means it's going to receive $10,000 cash as capital. That's what started her business is represented by. So the capital account will have this 10,000 and the cash book, which we are doing, will record the 10,000 on the debit side. On April 3rd, she purchases $3,200 in goods on credit from Dave. Now notice that says on credit. So clearly you cannot see whether cash or checks were used. Hence, you cannot record it in the cash book. But on April 4th, she sold $1,800 in goods for cash. Now if she sold the goods for cash, it means that she would have received the $1,800. So we receive on our left side. Remember, the left side of the book is the debit side. So on the 4th, she receives the money from selling goods, and sold goods is called sales, and it was $1,800 cash. She then transferred $3,000 cash into the bank account on April the 7th. Now notice this transaction has both cash and bank. So that would make it a what? Correct. It would make it a contra entry. And contra entries, who can remember? Good, yes, that is true. You record the information on both sides of the book. One will be debited, the one that is receiving the money will debit, and the one where the money is being spent will be credited. So, she transferred $3,000 cash. That means the money is coming from the cash. So I'm going over here, I'm going to put in the date, and I'll say where that money is going. That money is going to go to the bank account. So she's going to take it out of the cash, and she's going to put it into the bank account. So I'm going to come over here to the debit side and receive that money. So where is the money coming from? It's coming from the cash, and it's going to the bank. Let's try that again. So she transferred $3,000 cash into the bank account. So that means that she's taking out this money here. Right? She's going to take out $3,000 from her cash. So I can highlight that for you. Right? She's going to take $3,000 from her cash and put it into the bank. So I'll come to the bank, put in the $3,000 and see where it came from. Right? On the 8th, she bought a laptop for the business by check. So that means she's spending $1,200 out of that money she just put into the bank. So therefore, you spend on your right. Remember, you always spend on your right. So I put in the date on the right hand side. Indicate what it is that she spent the money on. So she spent it on a laptop. You can put computers too, but I just put laptop just for so we know what it is. And say how she bought that laptop. So she bought that laptop using a check. So checks come from the bank account. So $1,200. Good. On April 9th, she sold $2,500 in goods to Tyrone on credit. Again, it says on credit, and credit transactions are not recorded in the cash book. So I can move to the next one, where it says Cynthia paid Dave on the 15th of April by check less 10% for the goods that she bought on the 3rd. Now on the 3rd, she purchased goods for $3,200, and she's going to pay for those goods less 10%. That means obviously she's receiving a discount. So let's record it. On the 15th, remember, discounts received on the credit side, so I should be on the credit side, is Dave she's going to have to pay the money to. And he's saying, take out 10% of whatever you owe me. So $3,200 multiplied by 10% is $320. So that means that Cynthia will only write a check for the difference between $3,200 and $320. And my quick mathematics says that our answer will be $2,880. Now she also paid, see, she's on the credit side still, because remember you spend on the right hand side, you spend on the credit side. So she paid her utilities on the 20th, so we can put it in 20th, paid utilities. And she paid those utilities in cash, so I'll go to the cash account and put down that I took out $500. Then on the 22nd, she received a check from Tyrone for the goods that he bought from her on the 9th, less 5%. So she's going to receive a check from Tyrone. So on the 22nd, Tyrone is going to give her the money. So that means the business will receive this money less 5%. Now Tyrone is the $2,500 in goods. 5% of that is $125. So that means that the check that she receives from Tyrone will be $2,375. And then the last one there, she withdrew $400 from the bank for personal use. Now, so what's happening? She's taking the money out of the bank, but she's not putting it in the business. So this is not a contra entry. If this was a contra entry, that would probably say business use, meaning that she put it in the business as cash. But she's putting that money in her pocket. So therefore, she's only taking the money. So on the 26th, now you don't put the name of the owner in the book, so you write down what they did. She's doing what's called drawings, right? She's taking the money for herself. And she's taking it from the bank account. So there we have it. All of the transactions are posted. So we say once you've done that, you close off the book by totaling all of the money columns. So what we do is we basically skip a line or two and we put double underlines under all the money columns. So let me see if I can find those double underlines. Okay. So we put it under both money columns and the money columns on both sides. And then we proceed to add. Now notice in the notes I told you only the cash and bank would have balances, and that's because this column is called discount allowed and that column is called discount received. So those are two different accounts. So I'll add them up separately. So this adds up to 125 and this adds up to 320. Okay. However, the cash now. We add up and see which side is larger. So this adds up to 11,800, but over here adds up only to 3,500. So this side obviously is bigger, so I'll put in the bigger number. It's 11,800. And both sides should have the same figure, 11,800. So the balance, remember the figure that will make both sides now equal, is what I need to find out. So 11,800 minus the 3,500 will give me the balance. So 11,800 minus 3,500 is 8,300. So that is how much cash Cynthia has. Now she also wants to know how much money she has in the bank. So we add up that as well. Alright, this side adds up to 5 something, and that looks like it's another 4 something, so this side is bigger. So 5,375, put the same figure over here, 5,375, and subtract whatever is over here from that 5,375 to get a balance. So that looks like 4,400. So 5,375 minus 4,400 is 975. That's 480. So that's 895. Okay, so we've concluded the question. Normally, you would just bring down your balance for the next time period, and notice it's only the balances you will record and not the totals. There you have it, the 3-column cash book question